Okay guys, what I got here is a 3S battery and what used to be a 6S battery. Now the 6S, one of these wires came loose, and I'm getting ready to solder it back and see if that's the only one that came loose, and if it is, all is well. If not, then I will have to deal with it by unwrapping it, find the connection, and put it back together. First I'll start by getting the old wire end off of there. Little flux there. Okay, not enough. And put a little more on there. Hands are not working for me today. Tin it again. Still didn't take. Okay, got it that time. So, let's see what the... Come on, come on, come on. I know you're over here somewhere, because I saw you hiding. 4 cells, 16-1. That did it. Cool. So, what I'm going to do is take this part and put a sleeve on it. So I'll set this to the side, and let's get down to this one here. Now this one's going to be a different animal altogether. Gotta take a little extra care with this one. Okay. I'm not sure where the break is, but let's see what we get here. We got nothing. 2 cells. So the break might be on the front end. That'd be interesting. You never know about these things. You have to check, recheck, and double check. See some wires here, wire filaments. So that that looks like that could have been the culprit. Let me get a cutter. Let me stop this and come back. Okay, I got that trimmed out. Let's see what we get this time. Now, if we only get, we got 2 cells. 1 is 0, 2. Let's go here. Okay, so this cell is dead. So to charge that cell, I'm going to put this on a trickle charger, because right now I got a 2-cell battery basically. These 2 cells here are functioning. This one is not. I don't know if it missed the charge, but because if you put it in here, it says cell number 1. All is 1 is 0, 2, 4. Now I take it out of there and put it here. You get 2 cells. So this is working from here to here, but not from here. Now there's another way to do that, and I mentioned this balance charger. Let's see if I can find an adapter port for that. That should be this one here. Now when I plug this in, now Lipo, balance, see, balancing, see, cell connect. So what it's saying is that it's not connecting here. So either that cell is dead, or it's not going to happen. Yes. 0 voltage, connect battery. Okay, so it ain't happening there. And check it on the other end. 2 meter. Okay, now let's see what happens now. See, it says 2S. Third cell is dead. So unless I can get a charge into that cell, this battery is going to end up being a 2-cell battery, because I will break it down out of this case and save those two, and I have a big 7.4 volt. It'll be a 3000, well actually a 2000. So there you have it. Now this one, on the other hand, this is a save. So I'm going to go down here. Let me see what we got. Same size? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's what it was. Let's see which is going to be best here. See, I've got, those are all reds. So the last one fixed would be black. So I'll make it a different color. Let's see if this will fit. Nope. So we are going to take and see if this one will fit. It's a little bit larger. I hate being all thumbs. This might not work because it's got to get over top of this joint. Where's that small piece? That it? Oh, that's not it. There it is. Well, you didn't turn loose. Okay, I think I got it. I did. Black's not gonna do. It's a little bit too big, I think. We'll see. Where's that torch at? Here, kitty, 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 kitty. No. Done. Got him. Cool. So, what I have here is a 4S 6000 right about. Verify that over here. And I will use this to balance it and make it like it need to be. Since it's been idle, and check unbalanced. 2D1. Okay, escape, balance, balancing. Okay, now when this gets done, this battery will be balanced and it'll be ready for a balanced charge, because the high cell in here is 16. It doesn't say what the low was. I forgot to read it before it started. But that battery will be balanced when it's done, and then I'll balance charge it, then I'll cycle it and balance charge it again, and it'll be good to go. Some of these batteries are a year old or better, and they are still above 90%. I haven't had a battery that lived fall below 90. They either lost a cell, but none of them fell below 90. And as you can see, the great many of my batteries are fluorine. I'm not going to ask you to excuse the mess, because there ain't no cleaning this up, because there's nowhere to put anything. And with Bobo being addicted to small pieces of paper and small things, when he wants to take something out of a box, he does. And I let him, because he's my Bobo. I need to take this off of here because I left the house without wearing it twice. It's one of those fingerprinty doodle government thingy doodles that you have to have when you're out and about. But yeah, that's repairing Lipos. Now that, like I said, that battery used to be a 6S. I call them crash packs. A crash pack is a battery that was damaged on a crash, and I disassemble it, check the seals. Anything that's broken, a broken seal is discharged and properly disposed of. Anything that is not damaged as far as the seal is concerned is recycled and built into another battery. Now, when it comes to the batteries, like I said, I have some batteries that have dissimilar size cells in them, but those are only the small ones. That is as unsafe as hell to do with large batteries. Okay, now like this one here, I'm going to set this up on a little bitty trickle charger and see by plugging in this cell here and here and see if it'll charge that cell. If it won't, then I'll cut this case, cut this out of here, and I'll just have a big 2-cell battery, which I can use over there, because that needs 7.4 for the oversized servos. Yeah, what the hell is that? Yeah, don't run on Lipos. I've been digging out my old stuff. These guys, these guys hadn't run in 10 years. And I fired them both up today on the vise outside, so they're gonna come back. I've got 2 frames over there. I need a center diff for one, and I need spur gear and center diff for the other. So that's cheap enough. Put 2 cars on the road. I already got wheels and tires for them, so no biggie. Gives me something else to do. I found this old, I think this is a Traxxas. Yeah, Traxxas XL5. I'm gonna check this, see if it's any good. There was an old frame around here. I end up with a lot of stuff from people who don't want to pay for things. You know, they want you to fix it, and come time to pay their little $20 bill, I'll just go buy a new one. Well, you do that, because I don't work for free. My kids don't eat for free. And I can tell you that all my kids got their education, and all my grandkids, as long as they ain't dead, gonna get theirs too, because I paid for it with my ass when I signed on the dotted line. So there you have it. Okay, next, still in the battery mode. Let's grab a battery here. No, let's find another crash pack. Have any more crash packs up here? Nope. This guy here, let me see what this one says. This is an ugly looking battery. This is the one that was in the shredder. You can see there from the fire. And I thought this was the cause of the fire because nothing had ever been done to it. Okay, this battery is showing 12.5. Don't know what the wattage is. That battery was purchased in January 17. As is, most of my batteries are purchased in pairs because most of my copters run batteries in pairs. And the ones that don't, they're both showing the same. And you want to say, well, why are these holding charges? Because I use them. I cycle them once a week. I cycle them. The only batteries here that I don't cycle are these monsters. These guys. And these guys. I just finished cycling these. I cycle these once a month. These cost too much money to be messing around with, okay? You know, 150 bucks a pop on if you can catch them on sale. If not, you're looking at 2 bones a pop. You know, so $250 a pop, depending on quality and the C rating. So you got to be on your game, because if you're not on your game, you will lose your batteries, and that sucks. That sucks. I think I gotta cycle this one. Now you see how this battery's got a curve? This battery almost became a crash pack. Okay, somebody bought a copter to me and they wanted me to buy it. They didn't have any batteries, so I put my battery in it, and it wasn't worth a damn. I was really pissed about that battery, because I thought that battery was gonna be bad. You know. Now, you know, a guy wants $1,000 for a copter. Yeah, it's big, but you know, he didn't take care of it. He bought it off somebody. I think he paid like $4 or $5 grand for it, because they ain't cheap. But he flew it around, hit trees and all kind of, man. He never cleaned his motors. He never checked his wattages. He never balanced his batteries right. Had a plug-in trickle charger. You know, you know, no. You know, people talk about my habits being anal. You know, when it costs you a couple grand to get off the ground, yeah, you're gonna be anal. You're gonna be anal. You know, like as in diuretic anal, diarrhea anal. You know, cause build for this as it sits. You know, that's about 16, 17, not including the gimbal. You can build the same one for about 800, but you're not going to do anything professional with it because the quality and the flight time you're going to get out of a cheaper build, it just ain't going to be there. It just ain't going to be there. You know, I don't have nothing but time, but that's all I got left. I got left what I was born with. The rest of my behind. My word and time. That's it. That's all I got left. So I ain't wasting it on crapping. And yeah, I have to be anal. Now this is a crash pack. This is from my days of flying the Shuriken 250. It's a racing copter. It'd been modded. Very high speed. I think it'd run 80s, 90s maybe. You know, on the medium end. The damn thing is faster than I can turn my head. But as you can see, 2 of these cells are bigger than the other one. So I'm going to find out who's dead here. I really don't have any use for it. I need to go ahead and salt tank it. And people say, well, you don't have to salt tank it. No, I like being safe. So I'm just going to separate them and salt tank it and call it done. It served me well. And it did what it was supposed to do. You know, it's more than a year old. This battery is from 2016, and I could probably save the other 2 cells, but I got enough of them, so there's really no need, and it's not safe for them to just be sitting around, because Lipos have a mind of their own. They just decide to one day fart and you got a problem. So they'll go into a salt bath tonight and to the trash tomorrow. Take those off so they won't touch. Because if those things touch while you're goofing around, you got another problem. So that's good. That's done. Let's go over here and see what our balance is doing. Still balancing. It's down to 1612. 1.22. So it's really not bad. It's not bad at all. But when you use this to balance a battery, you got a balanced battery. Kaboom. So anyway, I'll be back. Oops. I think I'll be back. Okay. Another trick to bringing back that cell. Now, you can hook up stuff in series and parallel. When you want to make a 6-cell battery, you hook it up in series. So what happens is when you hook it up in series, you interconnect all the cells. So what I technically have here is a 6-cell battery. Okay, so the longer it sits, the higher the current in the dead cell gets. Now if you remember, when I plugged the meter into that cell, into this battery, I got nothing for number 1. But see number 1 is now up to 0.05, and it's going to keep growing as long as it's plugged in like that. You can actually recharge. Let's say you got some AA batteries and it's an emergency. You got 2 brand new ones and 1 dead one. If you take the 2 new ones and put them on the outside of the dead one, your device will work. If you put it on either end, it won't work. But if you put it in the middle, the device will work. It won't work long, and it will work at low capacity, but it will work. Things to know about batteries. People talk about charging bags. Where's my charging bags at? I've got. Now, copter guys, more so than anybody else, use these. And generally speaking, on slow charge, you really don't have it to worry about. I've never had an issue in a year with all the batteries I got. I've never had an issue with a charger or a battery. That's not to say it won't happen. But I've got where's my fireman's bag from jump school? Old bag. It's what the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. This is my pride and joy. This and my daughter's jersey. She's a 15-year firefighter vet, Detroit Fire, and stuff like this. You know, but I'm very, very cautious about batteries when I'm messing with them, to making sure that I don't short stuff out. But there's a lot you can do with the batteries. Once you get past the signal, oh, it's gonna blow up. You know, they don't just blow up. You have to do something. You got to break the case. It has to be invaded. Something has to happen. It just don't boom. Okay, they don't do it. If a battery goes bad, it had help. You did something to it, or something happened to it. Okay, I have not heard of a battery just going boom. Now, batteries can be ignited by outside means. Shorts, bad devices can cause an overflow of amperage build up in the battery. The short circuit in the device could back up into the battery, wreak havoc. If you look online at copter crashes, almost every time a copter crashes, it burns like hell, because when they do, the batteries are live and they go. So there you have it. But this one's going to stay like this, and what I'm going to do is plug this in to the straight charger and charge it as a 6S battery, and it'll charge that dead cell once it gets up to 1. I won't put it on there until it gets up to 1, and I had forgot about that, to see if it would take, because normally if it doesn't take or come up in voltage when I do that, you know, I just cut them. I just cut them because it really ain't worth the trouble. And I think this is, what is this? Is this a 30C? Yeah, that's a 30C battery. So a pair of them in a car, in a car is good. 35C. Yeah. So that's cool beans. I'm a fat boy. I'm gonna call him Fat Bob. The other one, I'm trying to figure out how to put a woody pickup bed on one. You know, I love this style. It's just tearing me up. And here's all the other beasts. That's the shredder. That's the Colossus. Been lowered and cut, chopped, channeled. The field butchering up. And then there's Bobo. Hi, I'm okay. I am okay. He only acts like this when he know I ain't been feeling good. I came home from the hospital sick and he just had a friggin' fit. What? Huh? I'm okay, dude. I told you I was fine. What? Huh? Hey, nah, what I tell you about that in public? Don't you do it. I mean that. Hey. All right then. Yeah, I love you too. Kitty cat in a dog suit. Round and round and round we go. But yeah, there you have it. So this, like I said, there's a lot you can do with batteries. You just have to have the nerve to unwrap it. You know, you don't use a saw, you don't use heat guns, and just take a knife and cut along the top and along the corner and sides, peel it out, and eventually you'll get down and you'll uncover it. And most of them look just like that. You got a contact here and they're wired in series to give you, you know, if it's a 3000, then it's 1000 per cell. For 3S 3000, if it's 3S 5000, then it's like 1250 or 1300 per cell. You know, it's mathematics, simple math. Okay, you divide the mAh by the number of cells, tells you how much each per cell. So that tells you what you're going to end up with if you drop a cell. Okay, you go from 3S to 2S, you're going to be down to 7.4 volts. If it was a 5000, divide that by 3. 3 times what, 16? 15, yeah, around 1650, something like that. 3 times, boom. So, you know, it's simple math. So, don't throw them away. If there's more, if it's a 3S or larger battery, you don't have to throw them away. If they make you nervous, give them away, throw them away, but make sure they're dead before you do, because you throw a live battery in the trash, you can blow up a dumpster with a small 2S battery. Okay, so mind your manners, and check out these watt meters, guys. Next time around the block, I'm going to plug this into a running car so you can see what else they do, because it'll tell you how much power that car is using. Now what I'm going to try and do is build a jig to have one car's wheels on another car's wheels, so it'll be kind of like a dyno kind of thing, and you'll be able to see the wattage increase as you increase the power, as that motor ask for more from the ESC, and the ESC asks for more from the battery. So we're going to put the watt meter between the motor and the ESC, and then between the ESC and the battery, so we can see what everybody's asking for, because everybody's different and they all need different things at different times and places. So that's going to be the next episode. So for now, that's battery restoration, balancing, and repair. I hope somebody learned something they need to know, because we ain't all rich. And a lot of this stuff I learned because I needed to be able to take care of my own, because I couldn't afford to go and do what I was doing. You know, as hell, I couldn't buy flashlight batteries when I was building that damn house, because I just didn't have it. So there it is, folks. It is what it is. We will see you later. Bye.